like to call to order the town board. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McDowell?
Here.
Trustee Fisher?
Here.
Trustee Deteen?
Here.
Trustee McKinney?
Here.
Chairman Neal?
Here. Can we have the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Bremner, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held January 15th, 2019 at 6:15 p.m. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion second?
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Agenda changes. We will not be having the special presentation with the new tech interns tonight. We will save that for next month's meeting. We don't need to make a motion for that, right? It's just
No, I just need to make note of it.
perfect. Okay. Moving on to item 5, approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held January 15th.
Oh,
We just did that.
Oh, wait, we just did that. Oh, I
skipped
flipped
around.
them.
You skipped around.
So now let's do supervisor's report. This is leader's choice tonight. Okay, so let's try this. Are there any citizens' comments tonight? Going once? Going twice? So I just want to acknowledge Laura Murray for the work that she did with putting together the form on Sunday. So that was a lot of work, and you held it together and kept it really smooth. So thank you for your contribution in the community.
Thank you very much.
So that was a comment to a citizen.
There you go.
Okay, so moving on to number 8, authorized bills for payment. Trustee Deteen?
Yes. Met with the Township Supervisor and the Assessor this afternoon. And I'm submitting the bills for the two for $78,765.10. And I move for their approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item number 9, assessor's report.
Okay, well, we're still working on our reassessment. We're plugging along pretty good. We've got quite a few of the neighborhoods already valued, and we're looking to hit our goal, turn in our books in July 15th. Tomorrow I have a meeting with the township attorney, and we're going to try to figure out how I'm going to revalue the power plant. We have 230 acres of prime real estate down there, but I haven't really thought of how I'm going to come up with a value. I'd like to put on about $200,000 or $300,000 per acre, since it's prime real estate on the lakefront. But there's other factors I have to take into consideration, such as 82 spent fuel rods canisters, and the whole area is probably full of concrete. So I'm looking for some guidance on that, so that's my next project. That's about it. Thank you.
Is there any logging going on down there?
Hey, what?
Logging?
Logging?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Somebody's been cutting timber down there.
Oh, really? I haven't been down there in a while. You can't get past the guards.
Okay.
But I will try to meet with the attorney from the power plant and see what we can come up with.
Mr. Bremner has questions.
Mr. Bremner?
Mr. Wickets, I heard the question and the response. Apparently in the park areas to the immediate north of Shiloh, or whatever it is going out the power plant, for about a week, there were, I believe, a private company, I presume under license to the state, clearing out underbrush and some trees. They had heavy equipment in there. They really messed up the parking lot, incidentally, but they are gone now.
And that was on the state park?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I would be,
Thank you.
I'd be surprised if they're doing any logging on ComEd's property for the power plant.
Thank you, sir. Okay, anything else for Larry? Okay, so the next item is supervisor's report announcements. First thing, last Friday, we had our second church secretary networking event. It was a lot of fun. We had 8 churches represented, and we shared with them. One of the other things that I have in your report, and I left one for each of you on your desks, is we created a referral design Township, and it's a carbon copy, so it's 3 pages. The church secretaries have these. We will be giving them to the different taxing bodies, especially Bob Serrano and Rich Anson's team, for when they have a situation they want to make sure they refer over to us. The thing that we appreciate the most about this is up until now, when somebody referred somebody over to the township, we can't talk to that person, right? So if somebody's trying to help a family and they send them over and then they call to see like what they can do to help, we can't have a dialogue unless we have the person sign a form after that, and a lot of times that already breaks down the communication. With this, when the individual gives the person this and fills it out and has them bring it over, the individual has already signed off that we can talk to the other person. So it ends up being kind of a team effort. In a lot of situations, it's where somebody's taken in somebody into their home to try and help them for a temporary period that ends up going longer than they had assumed. And so then they're bringing them in to try and find some solutions, as well as just other random situations. So looking forward to getting these out. We already gave them to the church secretaries, like I said, but with the 3 copies, the top copy comes to the township, the bottom copy goes to stays with the person making the referral, and then the yellow copy is for the individual that is being referred. So then, we've had some situations where somebody was recommended to come to the township, and when the person asked them what we did, well, they didn't do nothing, they couldn't help me, and it turned out they had never been to the township. And so it'll just really help with relationship and communication to be able to help as many residents as possible, so then they can go back and say, okay, no, you need to go back to the township, right? So that they can hold people accountable to do that. So really hoping that this helps in a lot of different communication situations. So if you guys have any ideas, suggestions of who else might need these, right? We've got a box of 500 of them so that we have them for the whole community. Okay, so also we set the date. Our 3rd annual open house for the township is going to be on March 16th from 10 until 2 p.m. We will start out with CJ's Donuts. We will end with an ice cream social. For that 4 hours. Would love to have you come over, would love to have any resident come over for a tour and to just get a better understanding of everything that we do. There's been a lot of misinformation going around in the community, and I would like to help people just to have a better understanding of all the things that we're involved with and how we impact the community.
Sharon, what time?
From 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. If you want donuts, come at 10. If you want ice cream, come at noon.
What's the date?
March 16th, so the day before St. Patrick's Day.
It's a Saturday.
It is a
so,
Saturday.
No excuse.
Yeah, there you
can
go.
show up.
Right, thank you.
So.
As well, we continue with the community English as a second language program at the township on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Really grateful to be able to create that space there. The LIHEAP applications, we're still taking them every Tuesday. It's been really light lately for some reason. So if you know anybody that struggles to make ends meet, which is almost everybody, on our, if you get our e-newsletter, it actually has the income limitations for the LIHEAP program, and it helps to subsidize the energy bill, so ComEd and North Shore Gas. So you come in any Tuesday between 1 and 3 o'clock. It's walk-ins. We can see up to 22 people. We have not turned anybody away yet, and trying to help as many residents as possible to get that. This last year, we just got the numbers back. We assisted with bringing in over $150,000 to residents. Last year, it was $125,000. We had to see way more people this year in order to get to the $150,000. But yeah, it's just a really good service that we're grateful that Community Action Partnership of Lake County allows us to accept the applications for them instead of residents having to go down to Waukegan and make their appointments are, towards the end of March at this point to try and, because they still stick with, an appointment every half hour. So really glad that we can provide that service for the community. So spread that word. Also, right now, summer work program, 14 and 15-year-olds. If you have a 14 or 15-year-old that lives in Zion, have them apply through the Job Center of Lake County for their program, because the students that work for us in our program are actually from their program. So they are going to be accepting applications the month of February and the month of March. So make sure that you get that in. There's always, the first week of April, somebody wanders into the township and says, hey, so can my kid apply for that program? We're like, yeah, no, it's got to be in the month of February or the month of March. They don't extend that to anyone. And one of the individuals that worked for the Job Center of Lake County that was really instrumental with helping us to build such a great partnership with them, Amy Onan, she, I'm happy to announce, is going to be our new part-time case manager. So she serves on the library board. She worked at the Job Center of Lake County. She worked at the College of Lake County. She has a huge passion for working with families and youth. And because she has a 2-year-old son and she wants to spend more time with him, she was looking for something part-time. So we are really blessed to get her. She's one of a kind. So looking forward to having her on the team.
A question about the dissemination of the information about the summer internship program. Do we go through the middle school and the high school?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They're all fully aware. And individuals can come to Zion Township. I believe that the schools have the applications too, or they can go online. Okay. So yeah. So, but we usually do quite a few follow-ups to make sure that they're getting that information disseminated to the students. Okay. So. Senior Resource Day is fast approaching. It is going to be on April 17th. It starts at 8:30 in the morning. Just really looking forward to it. If you can put that on your calendar, we would love to have you guys stop by. Most of you guys have been there and seen that it's a pretty big event. We're really, really proud of that partnership with the Park District in Benton Township and the Grove at the Lake. So, and Zion Central Middle School, they send the kids over to be our servers for that event. So it's a really cool partnership. Board-specific things, carbon copies, I did that. So we changed our hours. Today is the 19th? Yes. So it's been 2 weeks since yesterday that we did it, and so far it's slow. So Zion Township is now open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The team celebrated when they got their first phone call after 4:30. They were really happy. They got a phone call at 5:30 from somebody that knew. They've been able to schedule a few passport appointments with people that are working and couldn't get there, after work. And the post office also does passports, but they close also in the evening, so they weren't able to do that. So looking forward to, as the community hears more, that we're open until 6, that they'll come in and access other resources to be able to assist them. Let's see, we talked about Amy. I am still in the process of working to try and coordinate a community-wide newsletter, a quarterly newsletter. My hope is that we get all 13 taxing bodies, including Wadsworth, Beach Park, Winthrop Harbor, Zion, the school districts, the cities, the park district, everybody on board to share information, and that we can do a tri-community magazine once every quarter. So at the next meeting, I will actually bring a proposal for how much that would cost if we have everybody on board, and what that will be.
Is the happenings, would that meet the needs that you have and other taxing bodies might have?
Start over again?
The happenings.
Oh, the newspaper?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is more for getting general information out. So like you would in a newsletter, right? So we used to send out a newsletter. We would do ads in the happenings, but we wouldn't, and press releases, the two of those. But this is more of a quarterly leaf pickup, the different things for people to be able to have. And then the hope is that because it's a magazine that has all the information, that people will keep it the entire quarter to be able to refer to, as well as the different events that are going on in the different communities. We'll put together a calendar that's in there, and to be.
Well, I would do both, because communication is one of the most difficult things to to do.
Yeah.
And if we have that, I wouldn't rely on that solely.
Absolutely.
I would also put things in the
Always.
local
Yep.
newspaper.
Yep, absolutely agree. Yeah. Yeah, so we will. I have not had a chance to meet with Mike Babecki to know how to do any of that, so it was a great picture of you.
I had no idea.
Right.
I really
That's
did.
so fun. But yeah, definitely. We're looking at as many different communication chains as we can to get information out to the community.
Okay.
And then, last thing, I will be on vacation. I'm taking a full-fledged vacation next Saturday for 10 days to go out to Arizona to see my mom. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you, the kids will be coming for the public comment for the city council meeting and then presenting at the March meeting, is I've been working with 2 groups of interns at the high school. The last year I worked with the kids on the Zion Together initiative and had the blessing of Stephen Angelos getting involved in the project. He's a born and raised Zion resident, and he works at Beach Park Middle School, and he's a videographer, and he took the footage from the testimonials from the Zion Together team last summer and put together some incredible promotional videos. He put together a website, so the kids are going to come and share about that in their 3 minutes in public comment. Really looking, I've had so much fun working with this internship with these kids. They are just second to none. And what they're proposing that we do to take it to the next step for moving forward. So look forward to that. And then I just picked up a new group of 4 girls at New Tech, and what they're proposing to do is they want to put together a website that has every single taxing body in Zion, Winthrop Harbor, and Beach Park, and it has a page for each that has what the purpose of Zion Township is, right? What it takes to be a member of the board, what the perks are for it, and then having on that page each of your picture, your resume, your bio, and your why statement. Why do you serve on the board? So that anybody that is curious about any of the boards in the community, they go to that one website and they can just click on that page and it has all the information about it and who all the representatives are. So these girls they're intending on being journalists, and at the same time, microbiology, they're really incredible kids. And ironically, just like last year's group, this year's group, all 4 of them live in Zion. And so they're really excited about being able to do something. They were talking to me about, in the Constitution, it talks about we the people, and government supposing to be we the people, and how far we've got away from that. And that they wanted to be able to bring it back to reminding our community that we are the people, and the people that represent the community are we the people. So a great group. They'll be presenting. They might be here for public comment tonight as well, but they'll be presenting shortly. They've got the schedule for every taxing body in all 3 communities that they'll be hitting to move that forward. So really fun working with the kids. I love working with people that still believe we can make a difference. Most adults have given up on it, so it's fun to be with them. So I think that's everything I have. Is there anything else to come before the board? Anything at all? Okay, hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion, a second, you got them both? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Meeting adjourned.